Hi guys, so I'm just doing a random video, and just gonna talk about my opinion. So it will be the title student have to call the teacher ma'am and sir, and they would likely to say that talking about it was your opinion on this issue. So to me, it doesn't change anything though. It's just seriously ridiculous now, if I gotta think of it. Having calling ma'am and sir or calling them teacher wouldn't be all the same. I mean, like, sure, we should know what gender is to call those person ma'am or sir. Sure, those are perfectly normal. We can just learn it easily. But like having teachers is much more easier. Sometimes you're just sleeping, sometimes some of us got used to the name by calling us teacher. Then we would accidentally call the teacher actually teacher, but not calling them ma'am or sir because that's what the rule of the school said. And then somehow you just get a random punishment. How ridiculous is that? On purpose, I don't know what these people in school would think. I mean, like, having calling ma'am and sir doesn't change anything. In fact, teacher doesn't even change anything, except we need to call them that because we can't just call them by the name. We're not their friend. Not. And, well, sometimes in the middle of nowhere, some teachers randomly call a bus, and then we just randomly just try our best to think of an answer, and then boom, call them teacher, but not ma'am or sir, and then got a random punishment. What was that for? We just tried our best to answer the question, and then somehow we got a punishment right away. Just one sentence and right away. And what's wrong with calling them teacher? Ma'am or sir is perfectly fine, sure. This is teacher. It doesn't change at all. Besides, some students are different. Like there are literally some of them thinking that they are in a different world. Meanwhile, they look weird. I'm saying. And also, by calling them that, what's wrong with them just calling them ma'am and sir? Nothing is wrong, really. How can you hold them by respect without actually showing them? You can't just show them the name, saying them as ma'am or sir gonna show respect. Do you really think one job with respect gonna show some respect? No, not really. And we need to do something that they might actually know that you are being respectful to them and thoughtful too. So don't really think that calling them ma'am or sir gonna make them feel respected because of your presence, because that you're saying them ma'am or sir doesn't change anything really. Sometimes some students like to prank or joke. Sometimes some of them have a very foul mouth. Sometimes some of them don't really think for other feelings and then just spit it out. Sure, they should just use ma'am or sir. Yeah, what's wrong with that? They just show some ma'am or sir. And then somehow just show some weird thing like having a foul mouth and don't have a thoughtful mind for other feelings. Yeah, I know some of those are crazy. And well, calling them teacher would be also depend on the same. But it's also depend on the teacher. If they're strict, then sure we could avoid those stuff. But if they are kind and stuff, blah blah, it will be an easier step for a student to prank or bully them somehow. I know there's some other world that would happen. It's not like every of you notice that or every of you have that. No. It depends on each one though, really. Not like all people have experienced that anyway. So I guess that the in conclusion is calling them ma'am or sir to our teacher doesn't teach anything besides sort of calling them teacher because that is ridiculous. So I think for me is that how to show them respect is how to show them kindness in a thoughtful way. We're actually very focused on the subject, or all of the subject, just to show them respect. And that's all I could say. So don't think it's reading short because that's all I could think. And if you have other opinion, that's totally fine because I will just be fine with it. I mean, like, what's wrong with your other opinion? That's not mine. So that's all I have. So bye bye.